What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And we're about to get into some things and things. Come on in. Take a seat. There's plenty of seats down here in the front row. People are still coming in. Plenty of seats in the front row, baby. We're about to have ourselves a good old-fashioned Lamore Whitehead live. It's been a long time since we done got into some things with Mr. Whitehead. Because, I really just was like, I'm going to just, I ain't going to, But, baby, we got some things to talk about. Let me say hi to the people as you guys come in. Please hit a like button as you walk in the door. Come on in and take a seat. I see two of my mods are already here. If you need some assistance finding your way to a seat, raise your hand and they will escort you down. Well, Tracy will. I don't know about little baby. Little baby be attitudinal sometimes. But we love her, girl. We love her. Lemon Kush, Layla, what's going on? Hey, Tan. Hey, Cool Gamer. Hey, Sin. Hey, little baby. Hey, KK. Hey, Ray. Hey, I just said, hey, Tracy. She said, girl, this a whole mess. And then Tracy done messed around and got blocked. She done messed around and got blocked from that man chat. Hey, Sharon. Good evening, Real, and all that you are watching. God bless you, 20. Thank you, my love. Hey, Shelly. Hey, Lily, it's me, my flower. Hey. You got your sheets ready. Get them ready, honey. Robiversary week is epic. I wasn't ready for Whitehead versus Whitehead Wellness Wednesday. Listen. Really be a tribe. This is a mess. Hey, really be. Hey, you guys. Is that what the thumbnail say? Did I mess up that thumbnail? Y'all don't. I'm gonna have to change the thumbnail. It's supposed to say Whitehead versus Belmonte. Do it say Whitehead versus Whitehead? Child. I'll change it, child. I'd have messed up the thumbnail. It don't matter because that's what we're talking about. But we still gonna talk about Whitehead. Well. Oh yeah, no. It says Brandon Belmonte speaks. Okay, so we're gonna listen to the Brandon Belmonte interview. And I know that you guys have probably heard it already or watched it already. But babe, we're gonna do a tribe style over here. Y'all know, for all the people that might be watching this in a replay, this is a live video and this is a reaction video, which means that when I'm going through the interview with Whitehead, with Belmonte, and when I'm going through Whitehead's live, I will be stopping and adding my commentary. So if you don't want to hear it, I love you and that's fine. And just come back next time, okay? Oh, you like the way? No problem, boo. Hey, itty bitty. So First of all, we're going to talk about this Belmonte interview. Now, for those who do not know, let me give you guys a little bit of a background. Oh, we're going to get into that, KK, because I peeped that boo. And I peeped something else that Whitehead just dropped on his Instagram. Tracy just sent it to me. Tracy, she must have got blocked on her other channel because she still sent it to me. We're going to get into that. I have some thoughts on what happened with Whitehead versus Whitehead. Oh, we're going to talk tonight. Come on in and get comfortable. We're going to be here for a minute. We are going to be here for a minute. Am I packed? Child, no. Look, I'm going to let y'all see the suitcase behind me. Can y'all see it? There go the suitcase sitting right there on the couch. I ain't putting nothing in there. But by tomorrow night, I'm probably be 80% packed by tomorrow night. Hey, Diva, my love. What's going on? Okay, Tracy. I knew you wasn't blocked on all your pages. I knew you weren't that reckless because you know how he do. Yes, baby. Yes, I was over on Abby's channel earlier today, and we talked about that read that T.S. Madison dropped, baby. It was woo, that was old school T.S. right there, baby. Okay, so for those who do not know, Brandon Belmonte is the businessman, and the only reason why I'm putting that in quotation marks, I shouldn't put it in quotation marks. Anyway, the businessman who was named in the indictment that allegedly Whitehead tried to extort the $500,000 from and the $5,000 from. Hey Ray, how you doing? Now I'm gonna just go ahead and call a thing a thing. Y'all know we real down here, we honest down here, and I'm gonna give you a thing a thing. I'm gonna give y'all a thing a thing. Whitehead has been baiting Belmonte for months. He has been trying to get Belmonte to come in and talk, to come down here and say something. And Belmonte, up until now, really hadn't said anything. He really had been quiet, at least not publicly. But for some reason, yesterday, he decided to go down to Power 105. I think it's Power 105 and defend himself. Now, Power 105 is one of those platforms when Whitehead was doing his little press tour a couple of months back. That was one of the places where he stopped by. So Belmonte figured he needs to go and respond specifically to the things that Whitehead said and defend himself. What's up, big bro? Hey, Jonathan. Personally, now listen. Y'all know I didn't go to nobody's law school, child. I went to Law and Order University by way of Matlock College, and now I've been taking my continuing education classes from Pam Esquire. But y'all know I don't have nobody's law degree, right? But honestly and truthfully, I really felt like when you are in the midst of a legal case, it is in your best interest to do what we like to call shut up. Shout out to Lady Nigga, because that's who I got that from. I ain't understanding how you got a full-on indictment and how you are the witness and the person that was wronged, and the case ain't even gone to trial yet, and y'all down to the internets and outernets and radio stations giving full-on interviews explaining what had happened. I just thought you wasn't supposed to talk on them things. Now, if I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong, y'all, but I really thought that you just wasn't supposed to speak on these things. That's what I had thought. But okay, child. So Brandon did the interview. Now, the way we're gonna do this, because I don't want no copyrights or nothing. We're gonna listen to the interview, okay? I'm gonna let the interview play while I do my commentary. But if you want the link, it's on YouTube. I mean, it's all up and through the YouTubes, okay? So we're gonna listen to it. Let me go ahead and cue it up, and we're gonna listen to this interview. And like I said, I will be doing commentary, so we will be stopping. If you got an issue with that, then I don't know what to tell you. But this is the way we got to do these things. So that's Brandon Belmonte, child. That's what he looked like. Okay. So let's listen to the interview. Let's listen to the interview. And it's funny because I was trying to find him last night, and I kept putting in Brian Belmonte. Child, Brian Belmonte is a bowler. I was like, why does this keep coming up? All right, so let's listen to it.
Oh, good. You know, what happy weekend. It's easy. Royce, Lamborghinis, etc., etc. Had a body. We did a lot of music. False. I was introduced to Bishop Lamar by a gentleman. I used to own the largest luxury car rental business in New York. It was called VIP Cars. I had about 108 cars. We did a lot of music videos. We did a lot of luxury high-end car rental, Rolls Royce, Lamborghinis, etc., etc. Had a body shop in the Bronx that I bought about 2 years ago for like $500,000. A gentleman walks in one day, a broker in New York City who was a big broker in the car rental business, walks in and says, this guy wants to rent out his car. I'll never forget, Bishop walks in with this big, huge chain that either cost less than a Hershey bar or more than, a Rolls Royce. One or the other, right? And I basically shoved him off and said, I'm not interested. It was a huge cross. I've never seen anything like it before in my life.
So first he's saying that he originally met Whitehead when Whitehead came into his luxury dealership and allegedly wanted to rent out one of his Rolls Royces. Now, I'm going to just go ahead and tell y'all I'm going to tell y'all that that's really not, I know we probably going to want to clown. Oh, he trying to rent out his Rolls Royce. He can't afford it. Let me tell you something. I have a couple of friends of mine who did that with their Tesla. They live in the city. They don't drive their car very often. And they did it with their Tesla just to make a few extra dollars. They were like, the car sits in the garage half the time. Why not? Why not make a couple of $100 on the side on my car that I hardly ever drive? So it is a thing. Now I ain't saying that Whitehead did it for that reason. I'm just telling you, it is a thing that people run out when they have these high-end cars. It's a thing. Okay? All right.
6 months goes by, I get a phone call from this young woman. She says, my car got into an accident. Can you fix my car? I said, yeah, I'm not really at the body shop that often, but I'll come. I come to the body shop, meet her. She identifies herself as Bishop Lamar Whitehead's sister-in-law. Her name was Ashley, very beautiful.
Now I'm gonna go ahead and say this to y'all. Y'all know I'm fair over here, right? I can clown Whitehead, which we will clown him tonight, okay? But I can also be fair. This is the first part of his story that I'm side-eyeing. So a woman who you don't know, you don't have any established relationship with, calls you out of the blue and asks you if you could work on her car. And you tell her, well, I'm not normally in the body shop very often, but sure, I'll meet you down there. Why wouldn't you say, hey, I'll have one of my people meet you down there, or the manager of the shop's name is ... or how did you get my number? Or no, I can't, accommodate you. I really don't really do the body shop thing too much, but I can give you the name of some places. Why would you just be like, oh, okay, I'll meet you down there? Now, this is me. Maybe I'm cynical. Maybe I'm looking for stuff where it ain't nothing. But as I was listening to this interview, these are the questions that was running through my head. Now, I'm going to be honest with y'all, and I'm going to call a thing, but we're going to keep listening.
Girl, cool girl. She says, can you give me a car to use for a couple weeks while you fix my car? I said, yeah, sure. She had a Maserati truck. We fixed it. I gave her a brand new BMW X6M to drive around for a couple weeks. She drives the car.
Again, you don't know this woman from a hole in the wall, but you gave her a brand new BMW truck to drive while you were fixing her car? Okay, then.
And don't hear anything. Bishop calls me one day. Thanks for fixing my sister-in-law's car. I said, yeah, cool. Nice to meet you. Pleasure. He got my number from his sister-in-law. Well, 3 or 4 months goes by.
Why did he need to get your number from his sister-in-law if he had already come down there once before trying to rent out his Rolls Royce through your dealership? Wouldn't he already have your number? Didn't she get your number from him? Okay, listen. These are just the questions that was running through my mind.
I get a FaceTime back to back. I pick up. I'm like, hey, what's up? He goes, hey, Brandon, it's Bishop. My wife's car got hit, G-Wagon. I said, okay. I said, I'm not really at the body shop. I'm in real estate. I said, I'm not really in the body shop that often. He goes, well, can you fix her car? I said, yeah, that's fine. At this time, I shut down the rental business. I'm not renting cars. I don't have any cars anymore. I have my personal Lamborghini Urus and a Aventador SVJ. I don't have any cars to give anyone for free. He brings his wife's car to the shop, comes to the shop. He goes, my wife needs a car to drive. I said, okay, we'll cover her rental. The car, the G-Wagon, was like $25K to fix. So I go and I rent his wife a Cadillac Escalade from Blue Street Exotics in Long Island. I paid $13,000 to rent the car. Now you're a businessman. Everybody's a businessman. Now I'm into it. I have 12 grand left to play with, right? By the time I buy parts for the car, I do everything. There's no money left at all. He starts at the end of the job. I got to get mine. Starts coming every day to the shop, every day. Every other word out of his mouth is Eric Adams this, Eric Adams that, Eric Adams this, Eric Adams that, Eric Adams this. I said, listen, I'm building a building in the Bronx right now. I said, I don't have anything to do with Eric Adams. I don't know any Eric Adams. I don't want nothing to do with Eric Adams. I got to get mine. I said, bro, I don't know what you're talking about.
What does he mean by I got to get mine?
There is no extra money in this job at all.
Now, listen, y'all. Around this part of the interview, I was literally straight up, what's up, Peace? I was literally straight up side-eyeing the hell out of this man. Because you're hardly ever at your body shop, yet you personally were involved in his sister-in-law situation. Then his wife car, you said, well, I don't have any loaners anymore. I closed my lot, but I personally paid $13,000 to pay for a rental. Y'all, that ain't how my insurance works. Now, the only thing exactly, Melly, the only thing I can think of is that both of them was in on trying to scam. Because for him to say, I got to get mine, what that sounds like to me is you were trying to fix his car under the table or whatever. You got a check from the insurance company for $25,000 to fix the car. And he was like, look, I let you cut some corners, so I need a piece of that action. That's what it sounds like to me. Now, listen, y'all can put it in the chat and y'all can tell me what y'all think, but that's what it sounds like to me. It sounds like to me like that's just some, it don't make no sense to me. And see, when I can't wrap my brain around something and it don't make sense, then I just got to say it ain't true. That's just got to say it ain't true. Okay? So then you just throw out there, well, I don't really do the car thing anymore. I'm in real estate now. And now he just throwing around Eric Adams' name. Child, I'm gonna listen, when we get to the end of this, I'm gonna tell y'all, but when I was listening to this the first time, I promise y'all, this is the stuff that was going through my head. I was like, huh?
I don't give a fuck. He goes, I'm from the streets. He goes, and don't get this, misconstrued of the way I dress and who I am. I'm from the streets. I gotta get mine. I said, bro, I paid $13,000 for a fucking. Sorry for.
No, you can go.
Okay. I paid $13,000 for a fucking rental for your car. There's no money left in this deal whatsoever. So you want me to lose money to fix your wife's car? How the fuck does that make any sense? He goes, bro, I don't give a fuck what you got to do. He starts sending me Zelle requests, starts telling me his brother's going to pick it up. Don't get misconstrued who I really am. People don't fuck with me in the streets. I can roll around with all this jewelry on. I'm not really, don't play me because I'm a bishop. At this time, I'm living in an $8 million house in Weehawken, New Jersey, overlooking the whole city.
And why we need to know you live in an $8 million house? Like, you sitting here trying to throw Whitehead under the bus, because later on he's going to talk about his closet and all his Fendi and Gucci. But every word out your mouth is what you have. You already told us about your Lamborghini. You're already talking about your $8 million house. Child, nobody care about what neither one of y'all got. Neither one of y'all. Right. I ain't saying it's insurance scam. I'm going to say it sound a little scam-ish. That's all I'm saying. I ain't saying it's insurance scam. I'm saying it sound a little scam-ish. Okay. What it sounds like to me was that they had already made an arrangement And Belmonte backed out of the arrangement, and that's why Whitehead was like, bruh, with my money. Because it's just out of nowhere. Like, it's just out of nowhere. But that's what it sounds like to me. It sounds like, and it's my opinion, but it sounds like they had already come up with an arrangement, and Belmonte tried to back up out of it. Now, it's still a lot for some $5,000, but I digress.
Have the whole setup, everything. Starts, yo, I need my fucking $5 grand. You fucking faggot. I have recordings, everything. Starts calling me all sorts of crazy names. I'm like, bro, listen. I said, at the time I sold the body shop out to 2 guys because I don't have time to go there every day. The 2 guys, I go, give him his $5 grand. Let's move on with this situation. We're not giving him his $5 grand. I go,
right. So you told the dealership to give him, the body shop to give him $5 grand instead of taking it out of your pocket. It sounds like this was an insurance arrangement and you backed out of it. And the body shop, the people you sold the body shop to, if that's what really had happened, was like, I ain't had nothing to do with that. We ain't about to give him no money. If you want to give him $5 grand, you give him $5 grand.
I'm not giving him $5 grand out of my own pocket. I'm not losing money to fix some guy's car that no body shop in the world, I don't care what you have, will give you a $13,000 rental for a month. That's how much they charge me for the Escalade, a month. Long story short, he starts making threats. Yo, I'm going to send somebody to come pick up my fucking money. I'm going to show up at your house. I'm going to pull up on you. Starts talking like a street guy. I go, bro, I'm not a street guy. I said, just because, I hung out with street guys in the car rental business, I'm not a street guy. All of a sudden, he starts, yo, I'm going to pull up at your house tonight. You're a fucking faggot. Starts calling me all sorts of names. Every day, starts calling me names. I said, listen, I'm going to pay you. I said, I don't want nothing to do with you. I can't stand you. You're the most annoying person in the world. Anybody who's a real businessman can't come and sit at someone's body shop for 5 or 6 hours. He would come sit at the body shop for 5 or 6 hours straight, sit there on the other side of my desk, and basically tell me about his real estate deal in Connecticut, tell me about this real estate deal, that real estate deal, how he has City Hall in his back pocket.
And see, again, this is where you lost me again. Why are you sitting there having conversations, hours and hours and hours of conversation with a dude that is literally threatening you? He's threatening to send people to your business. He's threatening you over this money. He's telling you that he a thug and he from the streets. Yet you ain't got no problem talking to this man. What?
Eric Adams this, Eric Adams that. He has guns in his church. Okay? Everything. Wow. So I'm like, I don't know who the fuck this guy thinks he.
Now that was in the indictment. That remember they had a search warrant to go to the space where he was renting for his church to look for weapons. That was in the indictment. Mm-hmm.
So one night, it was a Friday night. It was around Greek Orthodox Easter weekend. My fiance is in Ohio. I'm on the phone with one of my boys who used to work at the U.S. Attorney's Office in Manhattan, and I'm telling him the story. I go, bro, I said, I think Eric Adams is trying to extort me through this.
So you just happen to be on the phone with one of your friends that work in the Manhattan District Attorney's Office, and you just telling him about Whitehead, and you went from Whitehead all the way to Eric Adams. I think Eric Adams is trying to extort me. Over $5,000 for this car? How we get to Eric Adams?
Because he kept saying for me to introduce my best friend is a legit billionaire, real estate developer. He's a Hasidic Jew. He's a legit billionaire, like legit. Mm-hmm. He kept saying, introduce me to him. I got City Hall in my back pocket. Eric Adams, when he was Borough Hall president, was... Again,
you don't know this man from a hole in the wall, right? How does he know that you're best friends with a real estate billionaire in New York? Did he Google it? How does he know that you know this man? How does he know that you're friends with this real estate billionaire? Sir, the math ain't mathing. You leaving some stuff out of this story, in my opinion.
Give me a $60 million construction contract. I didn't have a construction business. E will do anything for me. So I call my boy. I go, this guy wants $5 grand, and basically he's going to leave me alone. But he keeps talking about City Hall will do things for me with my building. They'll give me benefits, right? I could get you this. I could get you that. It's my time to shine. It's my time to eat. You know, I didn't get to eat because I guess when Eric Adams became Borough Hall president, I'm speaking out of not sure about this. He had just came out of jail and basically he didn't have anything at that time. Now that he had something, you know, whether he did or he didn't, you know, people thought he did because the guy's driving around 2 Rolls Royces, a Lamborghini, et cetera, et cetera. He comes across as a guy who has the wherewithal to be able to do real estate. Mm-hmm. So he goes, introduce me to your boy, introduce me to your boy. So I call my boy and I go, this guy wants to borrow. Then he started asking me to borrow $500,000. I said, let me get your Zelle. I said, I'll Zelle you the
So wait a minute. So this man was extorting $5,000 from you. He's the most annoying person you've ever met. You can't stand him. You want him out of your life. You can't understand why. He's sitting at your desk for hours at a time, bragging about knowing the mayor, bragging about this, that, and the other. And now he's talking about, let me borrow $500,000. What? Sir, you were trying to extort $5,000 from me last week. And now you want to borrow $500,000? And we Zelling that?
Okay. I didn't even have Zelle at the time because my bank doesn't have Zelle. I said, let me get your Zelle. I knew that's the quickest, easiest way to get him. I'm going to send you your Zelle. So that Friday night, I called my boy who used to work at the U.S. Attorney's Office, and I'm like, yo, I think the mayor of New York is trying to extort me through this guy because every day this guy's saying he's going to set up meetings with Eric Adams. He's going to do this with Eric Adams, introduce my boy, who's a legit billionaire, to Eric Adams. We're going to sit down with Eric Adams. Eric Adams has the key to the city.
And if your boy is a legit billionaire real estate developer in the city of New York, he already has Eric Adams on his speed dial. He does not need Whitehead to introduce him to the mayor. If he is a legit billionaire in real estate development in the city of New York, he can get to the mayor without going through anybody.
Get whatever he wants from Eric. Eric's his boy. Eric's his mentor. Eric's something with Bishop Lamar Whitehead's dad got killed by the NYPD. I'm like, okay, fine. So I call my boy. It's a front.
Well, we do know he told him that story, child. We believe that. We believe that, child. We know he told that story. Lord, we know he told that story.
Night, I'm living in my house, right? I call it my boy. I go, what should I do? I said, I really think the mayor's on the take. I said, there's some weird shit going on.
So according to you, this is now your third phone call to your friend saying that the mayor is trying to extort you. This is your third phone call to your friend. Okay.
Every word out of this guy's mouth is Eric Adams, Eric Adams, Eric Adams. And he presents himself as a thug and as a legitimate businessman. So my boy goes, dude, you need to call the U.S. Attorney's Office right now. So I said, are you sure? He goes, yeah. So I dial the 212 number to the U.S. Attorney's Office. They put me on the phone with 2 AUSAs, 2 FBI agents, and another guy. I explained to them basically what Bishop Lamar Whitehead said to me. They said, that's crazy. It sounds unbelievable that someone would throw around the mayor of New York City's name like that. It's not like he's throwing around his name, your name, her name, not that you guys are nobodies, but, you know, this is the mayor of New York City saying basically he's going to give us a homeless shelter in the Bronx for a building that's not a homeless shelter.
Again, how did y'all have that conversation? How does Whitehead even know you have a building in the Bronx? Because you clearly had to have a conversation with him. Even if he pulled the records and he found it on his own and he came to you about it, you didn't say none of that. You didn't say, wow, this man knew everything about me already. This man had already pulled my information. He knew all about my real estate before I said anything. And as much as I hate to say this, this is exactly what Whitehead said. He said they're trying to get to the mayor through me. Because how come at no point in time did you say, because I'm going to be honest with y'all, if this were me, my thought process would be, oh, this dude is really trying to act like he is more important than what he is. This dude is trying to scam me and use the mayor. I wouldn't have automatically jumped to the mayor was his mouthpiece. Like, why would you think this dude was speaking for the mayor of New York? You done already called him a clown. You done already said that he's this and he's that. Why would you think he is the spokesperson for the mayor? That don't make no sense. But okay.
That was our discussion, okay? And he spoke so candidly of the mayor that he like basically, these are my text messages. This is everything. I speak with him. He called him E. Then he would refer to him as Eric. So I said, the next morning, it was a Saturday morning at 7 a.m. I get a call from a block number. It was the FBI. They said, where do you live? I said, Weehawken, New Jersey. They said, yeah, we're on our way to your house right now. I said, what? I said, you're on your way to my house right now. I said, I just got off the phone with you guys last night at 11 o'clock. He goes, yeah, this is really serious. I'm like, okay. I said, that's fine. Come in my house. They sit in my house for about 2 hours. They asked me to make a recorded call to the bishop. Straight up. They said, if you're not lying, you have to make a recorded call. Show us that you weren't lying. You kept us on the phone last night for an hour and a half telling us the story.
Me too, little baby. But I'm going to get to that. When we get to the end of the interview, I'm going to give you my 2 cents. But I agree. Little baby said, I believe Belmonte had his own case by the FBI going on and told the FBI that I know a dude. Listen, I
about how this guy drops the New York's name every 5 seconds. So a week before this, he asked me to borrow $500,000 for his project in Connecticut. He said he needed $500,000 to finish his project in Connecticut, and I had sent my father, who died in September of 2022.
Condolences.
Thank you. This is around June 2022. I sent my father, my father's a big construction guy in Connecticut, to check out his property in Connecticut to try and help him when we were on good terms. That's when I did it, right? Now, we weren't on good terms. When
were y'all on good terms? According to you, this dude rolled up on you and tried to strong arm you from the beginning. According to the story you just told, your first time meeting him, he wanted to rent out his car through your business. You said no, thank you. Your second time meeting him was when he bought his wife's car to you, and you agreed to, do the business, whatever. And then he started trying to extort you for this $5,000. When were y'all on good terms, sir?
He didn't give him his $5,000 yet.
Also, I want y'all to pay attention to what he just said. He just said that his father was a big time, was in construction in Connecticut. I'm gonna come back to that. It's important. Hold on to that piece.
Every other word out of his mouth is, I need my fucking money. I gotta get mine. Blah blah blah. So the FBI comes to my house. I do a recorded call. The recorded call goes like this. He's in his fucking closet. That's huge. Like, the guy's got a closet like a celebrity you see on, MTV Cribs, right? And I have a big ass house, but I don't have any clothes, right? So this guy's living like, large. And he's in there folding like Fendi and Gucci and all these fucking brands that, I've never had before in my life. And
that's what I'm saying, sir. You ain't got to add all this pontificating. You say you live in an $8 million house. You drive a Lamborghini. Sir, I'm not sitting here believing that you go sit down somewhere. Go sit down somewhere.
He goes, yeah, me and you will sit down with Eric. Just give me my $5,000. Everything's going to go, as planned. And we're going to make money together. We're going to make millions together. So that call was recorded. I did it in my Lamborghini Urus in front of my house with the FBI agent.
Again, why you got to keep... That's the third time you done mentioned your Lamborghini.
Literally sitting in the backseat of my car. It like hunkered down, right? So then he goes, I still want my $5,000. I need my fucking $5,000. Starts flipping out on me, like fucking calling me crazy names. So
this man is still pressing you out for $5,000 that he claims you owe him while asking to borrow $500,000. I feel like if I'm getting ready to borrow $500,000 from you, we can just call the $5,000 even. Why is he still trying to get $5,000 if he didn't ask you to borrow $500,000? I feel like we wouldn't even be talking about $5,000 if you about to add 2 more zeros to it. What the hell?
The FBI gave me $5,000 to give to him.
Hey, Dad, what's up, brother?
He says to me, listen, we're going to make millions together. We're going to run City Hall. I got connections. We did about 3 or 4 other recorded phone calls back and forth. where he would say, Eric Adams is my right-hand man. Eric Adams was at the Met Gala. He called Eric Adams right in front of me. Eric Adams did not pick up the call in any of the conversations ever. But his assistant did, and Bishop was trying to get a meeting with Eric Adams to sit down with us to do a business deal together. The FBI had me give him the $5,000, and in his interview with you, he says I set him up, and that they're not using me as a witness in the case, and that I lied about all this stuff. Everything is on recordings. I didn't lie about anything. Everything from A to Z is on recordings that the FBI had me record all our conversations with him, in which he goes into detail over and over again of, you need to give me my fucking money, you need to give me $500,000, you need to do this, you need to do that, or basically, I'm going to get your project shut down, I'm going to make your life miserable, I'm not really who you think I am, don't let the Bishop's clothes, basically deceit who I really am, because I'm really a thug deep down inside. He would basically throw out, a couple times he said he was, involved with the Crips. He said, even though I know when
the Crips
Casanova got arrested in 2020, I paid for his lawyer the day he got arrested. James Casares, I paid $75,000 for Casanova's lawyer the day he got arrested. And the FBI came to my house when Casanova was a fugitive from justice. He called, and he basically told me, he said, I don't care who you fuck with. And I said, bro, Cass and I were cool. I'm not a street guy, but I'm not I'm a cool dude. Like, people like me in the streets, I did a lot for a lot of people. The day that Cass got arrested, literally he called me that day. He said, I need a lawyer. I got him a lawyer, and I wired $75K to James Casares that day, right? That Casanova got arrested. So then he starts with the whole $500,000. I need $500,000. I need $500,000. So I never gave him the $500,000. We basically strung him along that I was going to give him the $500,000. And he would say, once you give me the $500,000, I'm going to make the introduction to Eric Adams. So basically it was, I want you to fix my wife's car for free, right? I want you to lose $5,000 on fixing my wife's car. And I want you to give me $500,000 that you're going to lend me against my property in Connecticut, which is property in Connecticut. My friend actually did the mortgage. I don't know what you guys know about.
So your friend did the mortgage for Whitehead's Connecticut property, and your dad is a big time person in construction in Connecticut. But you don't F with this dude though, right? This dude is extorting you. Okay. All right.
Mortgages, but if he took the $500,000, he would have been default, because you can't have a second position loan on the property. So first position is my friend, second position would have been me. And basically he was just trying to defraud me to give him $500,000 when he hadn't made a payment on the building in 3 or 4 months.
Now that part's true. That he ain't been paying on that property.
So his whole thing was, I'm the,
Hold on, I want to show y'all something. So I want y'all to look at how this dude is looking at him though. Oh shoot, hold on. Can y'all see how the DJ is looking at this dude while he's telling his story? Is this not hilarious the way he's looking at him? I was cracking up. I said, bruh.
His whole thing was, I'm the, thug bishop is what I would call him deep down inside. Mm-hmm. He's not a good person. He comes across as a good guy. He tries to get on your good side. My father was dying at the time, and basically he just wanted everything he could get from me. And once he knows he's not going to get anything, you're a piece of shit. You're a scumbag. You're a lowlife. You're trash. You're everything. So he says, oh, I set him up on your radio show. He goes, oh, he set me up. I didn't set him up. He set himself up.
I mean, it was kind of a setup, though. Kind of felt set up. Granted, he deserved it. I'm not going to say he didn't deserve it, but it kind of was a little setup. But I agree. He did deserve what he got, because, I mean, listen, if he was trying to defraud you out of money, right is right, wrong is wrong. So how did it end without him going to jail?
What do you mean?
Because if the FBI is involved...
He did get arrested.
Oh, he did?
He got arrested right before Christmas for extortion, which was the $5,000 for the car, and then the potential simultaneous fraud of the loan of $500,000. Yes. Using Eric Adams as my go-to, because he basically was offering us city benefits on behalf of Eric Adams without Eric Adams' knowledge of him doing this.
But here's the next thing. Yeah. Eric Adams has to get on some kind of public forum and denounce his relationship with this man.
He hasn't.
And that's a problem.
It is a problem. No one understands why. And I did an interview from the New Yorker magazine back in December when he got arrested. I did an interview with the New Yorker magazine, and I sat down with them, and they said, why do you think Eric Adams hasn't? I think they're friends. I think they were friends at one point, but I don't think Eric Adams is a bad person. I don't think Eric Adams was ever in on any of this. I think the bishop tried to leverage his relationship with Eric Adams to basically try and defraud me and look at me as an easy target in this situation when I was an easy target, and he actually.
So now you don't think that you don't think the mayor had anything to do with it now? After you done got the FBI and everybody, you don't think the mayor had nothing to do with it now, though? Okay, child.
Ask people, does Brandon know people in law enforcement before he met me? Then he goes on your show and says that I put bugs inside cars, I had rappers arrested, I had this arrested. When all I did ever in my life, when I had you could ask anybody, people had my Rolls Royce Cullinan shot up in the Bronx. I fixed it myself, never had them pay for it. When Cass got arrested, paid for his lawyer. So many kids, we had 108 total cars. So many kids would come to us all the time, say, oh, I just got arrested for credit card theft. Can you help me get a lawyer? Can you help me get this? Can you help me?
This threw me off too. Why just random people coming into your establishment asking for attorneys? Like that, again, if I'm doing too much, if I'm putting 20 on 10, let me know. But why are people just randomly coming up to your business saying, hey, I just got arrested for credit card fraud. Can you help me? Where they do that at? It's almost over, y'all.
Do that for me, we would help everybody. We're not out here to hurt anybody, but at the same time, we're not out here to be taken advantage of by anyone. And he says, oh, the FBI wasn't onto him. But then right after he gets arrested for my case, right, he gets arrested for buying his house with fake bank statements.
That is not what the superseding indictment said. Again, they'll be putting me in no position to have to defend this man, Whitehead. But that's not what the superseding indictment said. It said he falsified documents, but that he was not able to purchase the house with the documents. I ain't going down that road with y'all.
And then recently, and I don't follow him, he said that I was on your show. He said that I was watching him before. I didn't even know who the hell he was, nor do I really care who he is. Yeah, I don't even go to church. I went to a Catholic school, but I don't even pray to God. So I would never pray to him, first of all. And anybody who's driving a nicer car than I'm driving and, leaves your house and could sit there for 6 hours and you leave your house at 11 a.m. in the morning is obviously up to some sort of no good. And had I lent him the money, he's lost the building in Connecticut, or he's in the process of losing the building in Connecticut. It was just signed over to a receiver. He sued me for $200 million. I've never been actually served with the lawsuit, but his lawyer, Brian Ponder, and I'm sure I'll get sued again right after this interview. I'm 100% sure. His lawyer basically just puts it on the internet that he's suing me for $200 million, and I don't get served, but it just is this media frenzy. That's what he does this for. It's all just a big joke. Right. So when I saw your interview, people were reaching out to me, and they're like, bro, you need to go on there. You need to.
First of all, if you know that that's all he's doing, then why are you entertaining it? If you know that that's all he's trying to do is get a reaction out of you, get you to talk, why are you entertaining it? That man did that interview 3 months ago. Whitehead did that interview the same time he did that Angela Yee interview and he went on Mark Lamont Hill is the same time he did that interview on what's this, Power 105. That is the same time. Why all of a sudden now you care? That was months ago he did that interview. Now it's an issue. Now you got to talk. You're right, Pam. Loose lips sink ships. The more this man talk, the more you giving Whitehead his defense. Child. We almost done, child. We almost done.
Of what exactly happened. because what he did was not kosher. It wasn't cool. It wasn't right. And you want to pretend you're someone of God. You need to really be someone of God, not be, either, I say this, either you're a mobster or you're, a church guy. You can't be both.
Word.
Yes, you can.
He wanted to be both.
You can be both.
That's a major issue in this whole
Who
thing.
said that?
And there's more things probably coming towards him because he's done a lot of people dirty like this. Then he wants to come on here and throw shade on me. I would sit down with him across right here and have a debate with him because he can't say that I ever set him up. I did this, I did that. He did everything himself because he was the one who was saying, give me this and I'm going to get this from City Hall. When there really was nothing to give me from City Hall.
Gotcha.
And it's not right.
Well, Brandon, thank you for coming. Appreciate you telling your side of the story. And I think...
So, y'all, so here's my 2 cents. This is all my opinion. It is allegedly, it is all of those things. It's my opinion. It's allegedly, it's all of that. I agree. People in the chat were saying it's not what he's saying, it's what he's not saying. And I agree. I think that he is leaving parts of the story out because there are parts of the story that might make him look bad. Some of you guys were putting stuff in the chat about that he has some issues as well. He's got some dirt on his past, and he absolutely does. Like, him and his father have been accused of doing a whole lot of things that they wasn't supposed to do, right? So I ain't gonna get into all of that, but it is out there. You can go to the Google machine to find stuff. But my ultimate thing is, sir, why are you talking? Why are you talking? Why are you speaking on this? So that is what the Belmonte interview was. Now, I knew Whitehead was going to come back and say something. I knew Whitehead was going to talk. Now, he had announced yesterday that him and Eric Whitehead were going to do a live today together called Wellness Wednesday. And I mean, and they would, so since both of their last names are Whitehead Wednesday. Now, as far as I know, neither one of them have admitted to being related. Eric even said on his live today that they just happen to have the same last name. I'm not so sure that is the case. But neither here nor there. It don't even matter, child. Now, for those who don't know who Eric Whitehead is, if you watch Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, you know who Eric is. Eric is the guy that was with Sierra on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. They were dating, then they got married. I put that in quotation marks because it's a reality show. Child, who knows whether they were married or not. They said they got married in secret. I don't know if they was really married or not, but allegedly. Now, Eric Whitehead allegedly runs an exotic car dealership up in New York. Again, I say allegedly because, child, again, social media, whatever. Now, I found out a couple of months ago that there was a connection between Whitehead and Eric Whitehead, Bishop Whitehead and Eric Whitehead via Chef Don Don. Chef Don Don did the research. I'm gonna give him credit where credit is due. But I'm going to show y'all a video that Whitehead just posted because I feel like he was throwing a little shade at Eric. We're going to get to that in a minute. But I'm going to let y'all see. It's on the Instagram. I'm going to let y'all see. Well, no, hold on. Let me see if it's me because it might be music. Hold on, because if it's music, I can't. I got to mute it. Hold on a second.
Everything is warfare, but it's how this is what this is all about, y'all. Changing the narrative.
That's Eric Whitehead and what Bishop Whitehead. This is from 2020.
God is evil. Everything is warfare, but it's how you fight the war, right? And that's what we're doing. We're giving our young people a different mindset.
All right, there's music playing now, so I'm just gonna. I feel like this. I'm not gonna let the whole thing play because it's like a 3 or 4 minute video. But I feel like this was his way of showing everybody that he had a relationship with Eric prior to, the live they were supposed to do tonight. Um, this is him getting out of, this is him with his Rolls Royce. We see him out in the community, child. They're calling this a peace walk, but Eric is with him. I think he got that. There's Eric again. Eric is all in the video, child, all up in the video. I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna let y'all listen to the first part of the live, and then I'm gonna tell y'all what I think is where I think this is coming from. Child, this camera get on my nerves. What I think this is coming from, right? So I broke it up into parts because I was going to upload it, but then I decided y'all know how long it takes those videos to upload, and I just was like, I don't have the frustration tonight. So we're gonna listen to the live like we just listened to Belmonte. Again, I'm sorry that I'm not showing it to y'all, but it takes a long time for those videos to upload. The longer the video, it just takes forever. So we're gonna listen to it. This is the first part, child. Hold on. A lady from Brooklyn said they're cousins. I think they are related, but I just haven't heard them say that they're related. But I think they're related. I do. All right.
Lord Jesus, this was one of the roughest days that I've had. The squatters are still squatting in my church, and they are just manipulating the court systems. And then,
so first of all, I can't say too much. But what I'm gonna say is this: for those who know the whole Glory of God situation, remember they were able to get Whitehead. Whitehead kicked them out, illegally kicked them out, and then they were able to get Whitehead out. Now y'all know Whitehead keep telling y'all he's gonna be back in his church soon. Remember he was gonna have revival services and all kinds of stuff. When he got back in that building, he was gonna have concerts. And remember he kept saying, "Oh, we're gonna be back in there in a couple of weeks. We're gonna be back in there in a couple of weeks." Well, all I'm gonna tell y'all is this: he went to court today. And he ain't gonna be back in there in a couple of weeks. Now, that's all I'm gonna say about that. Cause I ain't gonna get into all the legals in and outs, and he said that they're manipulating the system. I mean, from one manipulator to another.
Manipulating the court systems. And then I have 5 of my leaders resign today.
First of all, sir, you had 5 of your leaders resign in one day. Sir, there is nothing coincidental about that. That is an organized walkout. Okay? That is an organized. What's up, Don? That is an organized walkout. Okay? That was a planned attack. 5 of your leadership members, your members of your leadership quit all in the same day. And you don't feel like there was nothing with that. And I only got one question. Who left at the church? Who left at the church? You ain't got but 5 members.
It's rough. And, it's all good because, you can't keep everybody. I've been pastoring for 10 years and, under the circumstances of what's been going on in my life and, it's been having me all over the place and doing different things and, being spread thin. So 5 of my leaders who I love has went on. They went on and said they want to go and do more things. And, I'm not mad at all, just that's pastoring, y'all. We get attached and we be praying for them and we be crying out. I'll tell you, real pastors, we be boo-hooing. We be boo-hooing. Daughter, son, what do you need? We be boo-hooing. Y'all don't see that behind the scenes. But so, 5 of my leaders resigned today, and that was very hard for me. You know, they're definitely going to go out and do what they need to do, and
he probably do owe them money.
Back. You know, they always welcome to come back. You know, they did not leave abruptly as far as nasty or like some other people have done, and you know, love them, man. You know, love them, and that's just ministry. But you know, there's more to those stories, and you know, being Bishop Whitehead ain't easy, y'all. Ain't easy. I'm talking about I go into a store, and if the cashier
y'all listen to this
about me and listen to the media, they're trying to charge me extra. I'm telling you.
This man said that if he go into a store and the people have heard about him and are believing the media, they charge him extra. Child, I'ma just let this.
So I know that I was going to do a live with Eric, but I decided not to. I decided not to be on that live at all. And I'm really not a fan of love and hip hop and all of the debacle that goes on there. And
so he's throwing shade at Eric. Mind you, he didn't have no problem with Eric yesterday, right? He agreed to be on his platform. He had the flyer on his Instagram. He put it in his story. You didn't have no problem with Eric. You posted this whole video of you and Eric out in the community together. But now all of a sudden, yeah, I don't do that whole love and hip hop thing. So I was like, oh yeah, something didn't happen, child. You know he got throw shade.
The make believe, right? Like I live this life for real, right? I live this life for real, right? I don't have to go on TV and act a damn fool in order to get a bag, right? So
again, y'all, he throwing shade. I said, oh, something didn't happen between him and Eric, baby. He is throwing shade.
There was just a lot with that, you know, and then even when we posted the flyer, people was like, oh, why are you bringing Bishop Whitehead? And then I'm hearing that he got phone calls. Oh, why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? I'm Bishop Whitehead. Like, I'm known around the world, right? So I just decided.
So don't nobody know you around the world. They barely know your ass outside of New York. Okay, the only reason why we still talking about you is because I get a key. Okay? Don't nobody know you worldwide.
To just pull back and say, no, I'm good. You know, I'm all right. I'm all right. Bishop has his own platform. I don't need to be a part of that. I don't need to be a part of any of that at all.
What it sounds like, if I had to guess what happened, because I don't know if y'all saw them comments, but baby, they was eating Bishop Whitehead up in them comments over on Eric's. I started to read them to y'all, but baby, they was eating him up over there. Do you hear me? Sounds like Eric uninvited the bishop. That's what it sounds like to me. I do not believe that the bishop decided on his own that he wasn't going to do this. I think he was uninvited, and and let's be clear. Whitehead went live on his channel at the same time Eric was live on his channel. If it was no hard feelings, if y'all were cool, if it wasn't no problem, why would you try to sabotage this man by going live while he going live? Why would you do that? And then you throwing shade at him. Yeah, y'all had some beef.
You know what I'm saying? I'm seasoned, I am successful, and I'm doing my thing without selling my soul. Amen. So I just wanted to let y'all know that that's the reason why I'm not doing that live, and maybe in the future I might decide to do something, but right now, no. The answer is no. Period. Point blank. And at the end of the day, I want to say this to you guys, right? I don't care who do not like me. I don't care, right? So y'all can call whoever you want to call, right? People that smile in my face, people that not only smile in my face and but act like we're brothers or act like you know, we're close, and then y'all turn around and talk about me. It always get back to me. The ones.
Yeah, I think that's what happened too, Don. Somebody called him that he respects or money attached. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, somebody called Eric and was like, yeah, you need to back up out of that.
That I do know. But all the rest of you guys, it don't matter to me, right? Somebody said, oh, that's a scamming preacher. So I said, nope, that'll be your mother. Oh my goodness, Bishop, how could you do that? All right, just like they did it, right? I still got the Holy Ghost, right? I'm still a man of God, right? How do you get to disrespect me, right? So at the end of the day, y'all, I'm seasoned. I'm not afraid, y'all.
Here's the thing. The way he responds is so juvenile. That is the problem. Like, ain't nobody mad because you decide you don't want to take quote unquote disrespect, but your mother's a scammer. So you are 45 years old. That's all you got. That's the best response you have. Your mama a scammer. That's like what a 5-year-old does on the playground. Like, that's all you got is your mama jokes at 45 years old?
I'm not afraid of nobody. I'm not afraid of nothing. And let me tell y'all this, right? And I want to say this very clearly. Yeah, I said, yeah, nope, that would be your mother. Right? I said that.
He did, though. He did say it.
Oh, my goodness, how could you be a bishop? Well, how could she talk to a bishop like that? Or he talked to a bishop like that? Right? How? Okay, but soon as bishop, you're supposed to turn the other cheek. What? So they could punch me on the other side of the face? No. Y'all don't do that to Minister Farrakhan, the brother Minister Farrakhan. Y'all don't do that to nobody.
Why he always got to bring up other people?
But y'all want to do it to Christian preachers. Right? Right? But you ain't doing it to Bishop Whitehead. That's what you're not going to do. Okay, and all you got to do is push the unfollow button, and boom, it's all good. So you ain't got to call people. Oh, why are you doing? You ain't got to do none of that because I am Bishop Whitehead. Google me.
That's the third time he done talked about a phone call so I said, yeah, Eric definitely got a phone call, child.
That's it. I was #1 in Google for 7 months.
Sir, you were not #1 in Google for 7 months straight. You were not. You were not. First of all, the other day he said it was for 4 months straight. Now it's 7 months straight. You done added 3 months and 2 days. You were not #1 on Google for 7 months straight. Who was looking for you for 7 months? Who was Googling you #1 in the world? In them 7 months, the queen the queen done died. You had more Google searches than Queen Elizabeth. Beyonce announced her Renaissance tour. You have more Google searches than Beyonce Renaissance tickets. So nobody was looking for you for 7 months.
Great. Right? Like, I don't need nobody. I just need God. That's all I need. I need God. And when y'all get that through your mind, y'all could do whatever you want to do. Guess what? I'm not dying.
Xavier!
I want to talk about the witchcraft, too, that y'all doing, right? I want to say this. Y'all are doing... Yo, I got to laugh. Y'all are doing some heavy witchcraft over there, man. Yo, y'all won't let up.
Who? Who, sir? Who? Who is conjuring spirits? Who?
I'm talking about as soon as I get to where I need to be, stuff just get crazy. And I get upset at times, whatever. I might even cuss a little bit, right? Behind closed doors, right? I'm just keeping it real.
We know that. We heard you cuss at that man last week at the North Carolina beat. We heard what you said. We got it. He posted the audio. We heard what you said. We know you be cussing. You ain't got to tell us.
I repent. But I say, God dang it. And then the Holy Spirit says, witchcraft. And let me tell y'all something, right? I am not afraid of you witches and warlocks. Because guess what? It's going to be your season soon. You can't touch God's anointing.
Xavier said he calling He calling you Pam and Thais the charm was right. He had more Googles than Carly Russell. Thank you, Miss Parker, for the super chat, my love. Mwah. Thank you, my love. I gotta get like Don child. I gotta give me some bumping music when y'all be showing me some love, honey. I gotta give me some bumping music. Oh, child. This man said,
and you're not going to make me afraid. You're not going to make me afraid. So let me tell you something. There are multiple people doing witchcraft against Bishop Whitehead. You want to know why? Because I disturb their demons. And a lot of the witchcraft is coming from preachers and ministers that's in the church. I'm not saying it's not coming from anywhere else, because it is. But it's coming mainly from...
Wait, what? So now the bit, okay. I ain't listen.
In the church. I'm a prophet, a true prophet, y'all. And I'm just keeping it real. I'm keeping it all the way real. And I want y'all to understand like this, right? This good old Bible right here, I know it. I know it.
Sorry, y'all. Hold on. Let me go to the next video. Hold on. I told you I broke it up, so.
So I want to encourage each and every one of you, right? I'm gonna say that one more time. Some gotta move forward, y'all. By yourself. That's it. And it will be lonely at times. Let me tell you something.
You know what? That's what my pastor used to tell me that all the time. My pastor used to say the devil beat you to church every Sunday. He said the devil be the first one here every Sunday. Every Sunday.
Can I put this? Because I don't want to put no names out there and for that to go on every blog. But so there's a certain individual, right, who's either close friend, family member, girlfriend, or wife, one of those, who can't stand me, right? Because you can't control me. You might control him or her, but you can't control me. And what I want y'all to understand is this. When people can't control you, they're going to be afraid of you. They're going to hate you for no reason.
Right, boss lady.
I want to say this, right? Because I don't need nobody's platform to clear nothing up. I got my own platform. Why do the...
Again, that's another dig at Eric. I don't need your platform. I got my own platform.
People call me a scammer.
Okay, y'all. It's going to get good, okay? He just asked, why do people call me a scammer? This about to get good. This about to get good. Okay, y'all ready? Okay.
Why is Bishop Whitehead called a scammer?
Because you were convicted of it. Boom.
I really want y'all to get to the bottom of this. Why? That's what. Why? And it's gonna blow your mind how the media has destroyed your mind to try to destroy Bishop Whitehead's character.
Sir, you were convicted of fraud. The media did not have to tell me that. The media did not have to convince me that. The state of New York and your, what you spent 5 or 6 years in prison, that is what convinced me. But go off.
Right? Okay, so why did they call Bishop Whitehead a scammer? Because something came out in the newspaper and said Bishop Whitehead took $90,000 from a parishioner and he's being sued. I wasn't found guilty. It's being litigated. And the lady is not even a member. We're going to leave that alone. That's for the courts to do what they got to do. Then, my church got robbed.
Why does he always want to conveniently skip over the fact that he was convicted of fraud? Like, I get it. In his mind, it was a wrongful conviction, and he's going to get to that in a few minutes. Okay. But it doesn't change the fact that you went to jail for it. If I go to jail for theft for the rest of my life, somebody can call me a thief. And it really ain't a whole lot I can do about it. But you know why? Because I am convicted. I am a convicted felon, and my charges were theft. But go off.
Oh, and to note, the lady came to my church one time with her son. Her son was a member. And there's a whole plethora behind that.
Okay, so if we take away, Whitehead, Bishop, if we take away that part of the statement, will you shut up? If we stop calling that woman a parishioner and just say you stole $90,000 from her, because you seem to get you get stuck on her not being a member of the church. Fine. She didn't sign her name on the roll. She ain't signed the roll. But did you receive $90,000 from her and didn't give it back? I'm just saying.
Two, the church got robbed. And they said Bishop Whitehead set up the church for 3 months. I knew he was a scammer. I knew this. I knew that. I want y'all to understand, psychologically, the media and the world. Okay, let's stop right there. Somebody said past conviction for fraud. Okay, let's talk about that. Yeah, I was convicted for grand larceny back in 2008. Yep, I was, right? Did you know, you, Angel, since you want to put past conviction for fraud, you, Angel, did you know that the Suffolk County District Attorney, the prosecutor, was racist and they did fake search warrants against me? And do you know that prosecutor, whose name was, what was his name?
I don't know.
Thomas Spoda. Google him. Thomas Spoda. Do you know that he's now in federal prison because of doing these heinous acts to multiple people?
But did they overturn your conviction? I'm just saying, did they overturn your conviction? I'm just saying.
Did you know that? See, you see, everybody has something to say about Bishop Whitehead without the research. Google him, Thomas Spoda. He's doing 5 years in federal penitentiary.
And listen, that's fine, Bishop. But until they overturn your conviction, you are still a convicted felon for fraud. And that's what I'm going to call you.
Tampering with witnesses. And a whole lot of other stuff where he railroaded me.
Hold on. My showrunner, producer, done already done the research. Listen. Now, Tracy, this is what Tracy said. Excuse me. Tracy done Googled him. Tracy said that he covered for a cop that beat a prisoner. What does that have to do with you? Ding, 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 ding. That's the $1 million question. Again, they ain't overturn your conviction. Hey, sir, Bishop, Chief Apostle, they ain't overturn your conviction. You are still a convicted felon. Telling you what they said. Just telling you what they said. You still won.
Ghetto. Oh God, the ghetto ASS BITCH stole your wig says. who really cares what she says? Because she said, I don't think this man have ever taken accountability. Yeah, man, your name. I want you to take accountability for your name. Ghetto, ASS, and all.
Tracy didn't even drop the link. So if y'all don't believe Tracy, she didn't drop the link. So you can go read it for yourself. Although I know y'all believe Tracy. Y'all know Tracy. That's my showrunner over here, my producer extraordinaire. So I know y'all believe her. But baby, she didn't already she didn't drop the link. Pam said the court already decided the falsified warrant argument was a bust. Ciao.
Other stuff you put, all right?
Let me just say this. Y'all know, for my members, go on and drop my law and order degree. Go on and drop the emoji for my law and order degree, because y'all know that I did not go to nobody's law school, okay? I went to Law and Order University by way of Matlock College, and I have been doing my continuing education classes through Pam Esquire. But what I did learn down to the law and order was, if the judge finds that the warrant produced, it was a fake warrant or a fraudulent warrant, that any information that they found is considered fruit of the poisonous tree. Okay? So if you were able to prove that argument, child, they would have overturned that conviction a long time ago.
So here we go. And that case is going to get thrown out sooner or later. It's fake search warrant.
It's not getting thrown out. Sir, you've been out of jail for 10 years.
No problem. I'm not perfect. Nowhere in the world am I perfect.
Sir, you've been out of jail for 10 years. Sir, you have been out of jail for 10 years. Who is overturning your conviction? We had people come up off of death row faster. The hell?
Oh, somebody put it there. Look, there we go. Quiet Storm B. CBSNews.com. New York tag Thomas Spoda. Thank you so much, Quiet Storm B. Why don't y'all look up Thomas Spoda, right? Oh, you was found guilty. You went to jail for fraud. Guess who was my prosecutor? You.
This dude.
But everybody wants to have a narrative because the media always go back. The media always go back to that. All you gotta do is Google Thomas Spoda. That's it. I don't gotta pin it. Google that. And
we Googled it.
Everything come up.
We did.
So.
Thank you, Tracy.
The media, what they did was every time they reported something about me, they always reference when I went to prison. So now everybody has this mindset that.
Sir, I hate to be the one to tell you, but they do that with everybody. They do that with everybody. They do that with everybody. If you have a conviction, they're going to always throw that out there. So-and-so was convicted of such and such and such and such. Like, they're going to always add that in your bio. You ain't the only one. Oh, Tracy said that wasn't his prosecutor. Who was his prosecutor, Tracy? For his case that he went to jail for. Oh, wait a minute, Tracy.
Bishop Whitehead is a scammer. So therefore, the fake parishioner comes out. Then the robbery comes.
Wait a minute, hold on. Tracy said he was his prosecutor's boss. Ciao. So on top of the fact that it still don't prove whether you innocent or not, that ain't even your prosecutor. That's your prosecutor's boss. Boy, bye.
So the robbery comes out, and then they start talking about the robbery, and they always link. You'll see every time they always put a link to that Bishop Whitehead was in prison. Every single time.
They going
so
to.
Now everybody was saying, "Oh, he's a fraudster. He's a scammer. He had to set that up. Who in their right mind will go into the church and do that?" So now they are creating a narrative. Do not trust Bishop Whitehead. Look at this. P. Blessing says, you're going to jail, buddy. Face it. You see what I'm saying? Hate. But anyway, you see, the more you hate, the more I win. So it's cool. But anyway, so now they continue to put the narrative together for you guys to believe. He went to prison, but they don't tell you everything.
Anybody going through all that?
And his church was robbed. Somebody robbed the church? Oh, no, that was an insurance scam. So for 3 months.
Well, we knew it wasn't an insurance scam because at the time, child, you was renting a baby shower rental space over top of the bodega. We know it wasn't no insurance scam. Child, then you had the nerve to tell us you hadn't even insured that damn jury. You know why that jury wasn't insured? Because he probably couldn't. Now, y'all gonna have to read between those lines. Why that jury wasn't insured? $500,000 worth of jewelry and it ain't insured? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The media, YouTubers, bloggers, everybody was calling me the pastor that set the robbery up.
I never said that.
Caught 2 out of the 3 robbers.
Bishop.
And then nobody apologized.
I never said that.
Nobody said nothing.
I didn't need to apologize because I never said it.
Here we go.
Okay? I never said
so
that.
That happened, so the robbery happened in July. They caught the guys the end of September, I believe, early October.
Hey, Nay.
Boom, my name is all over the place. Now I've become a target by a person who's indicted somewhere else and tried to set me up. Brandon Belmonte. Tried to set me up. Went to the New Yorker, told them all these lies. And boom, I get federal charges. And I'm not getting involved with it. I'm not getting into that because my lawyers are doing a great job.
Sir, he did the interview after your ass got arrested. You don't make it seem like he did the interview first and then you got arrested. Sir, you were already arrested before Belmonte talked to the New York, because he would have had no reason to talk to the New Yorker prior to. Sir, you just see that? See how you be playing and manipulating? See how you be playing and manipulating?
I'm with that. But y'all don't know that I was set up. I didn't do nothing wrong. But because of my name, because I'm black, that's what happened. So
it is not because you black. Don't put that on that.
I was in prison before. I set up the church, and now an informant trying to get out of trouble set me up. And I still ain't do nothing. But since I'm a black man, successful, and a celebrity, quote unquote, boom.
I'm glad he said quote unquote when he said celebrity. Because you're not a celebrity. Don't nobody know you. You got 5 YouTubers that talk about you. Unfortunately, I'm one of them because I enjoy talking about you, to be perfectly honest. I really get a good time. I'm having a ball right now. I am enjoying myself immensely. But let's be clear. Let's not get it twisted, sir. You are not a celebrity. You got 5 YouTubers talking about you. That is it. That is all. That is it, and that is all. Anybody else thinking about you?
It hits the media. And then all of that looped in, and they go back to, and he was in prison for 5 years. But they won't say nothing about Thomas Foda, the actual prosecutor being prosecuted for foul stuff and doing 5 years in prison, I believe, in Connecticut.
Is he being prosecuted or is he already convicted? That's 2 different things.
They said they can't prove it. And this country says innocent till proven guilty. But everybody don't like Bishop Whitehead. Why? Here we go. Now that y'all got all of that, why don't we like him? He's flashy. Oh, I cannot wear a piece, not one piece of designer wear. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my Jesus. No way.
Sir, nobody is hating on you because... Let's break this down. I need y'all to work with me for a second here, because you really be pissing me off, Whitehead, with this bullshit. See, y'all got me cussing. You got me cussing. But let me say this to you, sir. Nobody give a damn about you wearing labels. Nobody care about your Gucci, Fendi, Prada, Balenciaga. Nobody cares. Okay. Here's where you offend me. Okay, as somebody who enjoys labels herself, if I could afford it, I would wear more labels than I do, because I enjoy wearing labels. Okay, call me shallow, I don't care. Sir, here is the issue. You are gaudy with your designer wear. Some of it ain't even real. You done went down to Chinatown and you done bought the material with the logos, and you done took it to somebody to make you some suits and made you some jackets. That shit didn't come from Fendi, Gucci, or Louis, okay? They don't sell it there. It ain't there. So nobody gives a damn about you having flashy designer clothes. It is gaudy. It is ugly. You don't wear it well. And then some of it ain't even real. And my camera keep blurring up for me. Right. That plastic banana suit he wore down to the BET Awards. That child, ooh, I wish I had that sound clip. You could hear it when he was walking. Shoo, 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 as he was walking down the hall. You really think Fendi makes suits that have people shoo, 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 shoo? You think that's how Fendi? You think that's what Fendi be making? I'm going to find that clip. I'm going to find it before we get off here. I'm going to let y'all see it for yourself. I'm going to let y'all hear it. And nobody picked it. Fendi didn't make that.
Quiet Storm said, and he was disbarred in 2020. Oh my goodness.
Hell, your attorney was disbarred in certain states. So you clearly don't have a problem with people who've been disbarred. No, it wasn't the BET Awards. It was something else. KK.
Pinky and Friday just now. I should have had to wait. Say it again. Say it again. Oh. Say it again. Say it again. I have to explain this. No, the reason why I know I don't have to explain it, but I like to bring clarity to things because I'm tired of being the black sheep, right? I ain't did nothing to y'all. I ain't did nothing to you. I'm just a young black man that grew up without a father.
Oh, God.
House. I came from the mud. I came from the dirt. My daddy was beaten straight.
Oh, here we go.
Caucasian police officers because
of the color of his skin. My daddy.
Nobody sympathized with that.
Because that's not your daddy.
Sympathize with me.
Nobody sympathized because that's not your daddy. All right, that was the end of that clip. I think I got one more, y'all. I think I got one more. Well, actually, I got two more, but we may not. I think some of it is music and stuff, so we're not going to listen to all of it. I don't know if I got when Tracy got blocked, y'all. Tracy done messed around and got blocked, y'all. I don't know if I got it.
System. Right? And so, I want to say this to y'all. Today was a rough day because I guess because of who I am, because who God ordained me to be. And I'm here to tell y'all, I'm here to tell you, right? Be who God ordained you to be. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Right? Don't be afraid. Don't let people make you become afraid of who God made you. Because that's what they're trying to do to me. Everybody don't like me. And everybody this. And they can't stand me. And
thank you, Tracy. I knew Tracy was going to find it. Right? I knew Tracy was going to find it.
Why? Well, you think you're all that. No. You think.
Thank you, Don. He sent it to me, too.
because people hold you to a higher standard, and just hearing about a bishop involved in the allegations against you make it more believable, especially if everyone is singing the same song. Well, listen, there are a lot of pastors that go
Basically got blocked,
right? Caucasian pastors. You hear it one time and boom, it's gone. You want to know why? Because they're Caucasian. But for a black man and successful.
You know why? You know why? Do you know why? Because they shut up. They don't keep going live. They don't keep taunting. They don't talk about people's mamas. They don't call people bald-headed. They don't. He did tell you. He did tell me what? I think I'm behind in the chat because I don't know what you're talking about, man.
We're not supposed to be successful. We're supposed to be either dead or in prison. And y'all don't get it. Y'all don't get it. You're getting bamboozled. Let me tell you something. I have members.
He said she was pretty. He wanted
members,
to what?
But I'm supposed to have.
I don't know what you're talking about, Bill.
Because of how real I am, and it's gonna get that.
Wait a minute.
It's gonna get there.
Hold on. Y'all heard what he just said? He said he's supposed to have thousands of members because he's so real.
I don't get it. You're getting bamboozled. Let me tell you something. I have members.
No, you don't.
A lot of online members.
No, you don't.
I'm supposed to have tens of thousands of members because of how real I am.
What online members you have? Sir, you can't even crack 100 on a Sunday morning. What online members do you have? Only time you get people over there is when you go off or you go cut somebody out and they think it's going to be some drama. Who? What members? You be like Lisa Cold Jam, all alone on a Sunday morning. Because there don't be nobody in that chat but you. Just you.
Yeah. And it's going to get that. It's going to get there, right? Everybody's supposed to be signing up. You want to know why? Because I'm the underdog. And guess who you are? The underdog. People don't like you because you're better than them in some type of way. In some type of way. And we have to understand, right, that jealousy is a spirit. Right? I don't care nothing about my haters. It is what it is with them. But I'm going to tell you this. They give me fuel to keep going.
Okay, you better let your haters be your motivators.
Thank you for the fuel.
All right. You're welcome.
Somebody say thank you for the fuel.
Thank you for the fuel.
Thank you for the fire.
Thank you for the fire.
I want y'all to share some. Share right here. Share. Go on, right there. That's the time. Thank you for the jealousy.
You're welcome.
Thank you for the betrayal.
Mm.
Thank you for backdooring me. Pause. The way this world is. I say pause. Pause.
Again, you are 45 years old. Why are you yelling pause? You are too old for that. You a grown ass man.
Woo. Let's change that word around. Thank you for the betrayal. Let's leave it there. Woo. And I'm going to just say thank you. And I'm going to continue to preach like I lost my mind. Everybody say pause. Everybody say pause because I did say something crazy. Everybody say pause. Say pause. Pause. God is amazing, man. God has risen up a young man from the streets that is relatable, that has been given an anointed to prophesy. I have the office of the prophet, office of the apostle, chief apostle.
Oh, Mills is behind in the chat. No wonder I didn't know what he was talking about. So nobody has car insurance. Child, I guess they didn't when he finally catches up.
Office of the bishopric, right? It's an anomaly. It's an anomaly, y'all. It's something that the world has never seen. Right? And that's what you are too. There's something inside of you that the world has never seen. And you have to keep pushing, man. You gotta keep pushing. You have to keep striving. You know, I said today, you want to know what? You are just who you are. I gotta just accept it. and put you in and compartmentalize who you are.
A scammer? Oh.
That's just what it is. And I want y'all to really get this. Because right now, can't nobody say nothing about Bishop Whitehead, but he is staying consistent. And he loved Jesus. Some of y'all might say, I don't like him.
There's a lot of things that we can say about you, sir. Listen, don't tempt me. There are a lot of things we can say about you other than you consistent and you love Jesus. I promise you there's a lot of things we can say about you, sir. A lot.
Some of y'all might say, I love him. Some of you say, I really don't know. Some of y'all might say, I can't stand him. But one thing y'all gonna say is, damn, he consistent with Jesus. He's consistent with Jesus. Look at this one here. Joe C 78 says scamming preacher. You see, they just come on shooting. Now, my response to them is your mother. But I'm wrong. But how you come on my platform to my scamming preacher? First thing I'm gonna say is your mother.
Oh, y'all are disrespectful. Y'all just go in there and say scamming preacher. Y'all disrespectful.
You gonna take the high road. So you can just come up here and just say what you want to say. Well, I'm not in that mood right now. Right? I'm in the mood for scamming preacher, your mother, and your daddy.
What about your daddy?
Because you found out that
do you know who he is? Oh.
Don't call me a scammer. And I'm so tired of these transgenders trying to scam women. You're not a woman. You're never going to be a woman. And that's just what it is.
Wait, what? How we get? What? How we get on the transgender? Sir. What? How that happened? He don't win. No. Child, he just want to be a part of the conversation. He just want to be a part. He just want to be a part of the conversation about what's been going on with T.S. Madison and Tasha. He just want to be part of the conversation. Because ain't nobody ask him shit.
Oh, God. Period. Point blank. Now you mad at me. And I'm going to be on Sunday. I'm going to preach an electrifying word. I got the Holy Ghost, right? And the Bible teaches us that in the Old Testament, the prophets was gangsters. Gangsters.
Right, Mims.
Elijah killed 450 false prophets. I ain't talking about that.
Wait a minute. Did you just compare yourself to Elijah? Did you just say? Did this fool just say Elijah killed 400 people, but y'all ain't saying nothing about that? Are you serious right now? Are you... Y'all, I didn't listen to this ahead of time. I didn't. Woo, this man said, y'all ain't saying nothing about that. Ooh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Listen, it's 200 people in the chat. Please hit that like button. Come on in and take a seat. Oh gosh. Donations are not required, but they are accepted. Listen. That man said, ain't nobody say nothing about that. Oh my God. He really compared his. Oh my God, thank you for the cash app. Thank you for the cash app. Thank you. This nigga went from a transgender to Elijah killing 400 people and nobody said nothing to him, no. How you know? You wasn't there. You don't know what they said to him.
Okay. I'm not talking about Carly Russell. I'm praying for her.
Oh, but you ain't got nothing to say about Carly Russell, though. Okay.
Sure, everybody want to talk about me. I don't know what state of mind she was in. I don't know what's going on. I'm praying for her. I ain't got no opinion on that. And that's our problem. Everybody gave the wrong opinion about me. But y'all read look at my Bible, y'all. Look at your Bible. Look at my Bible. Right? Them prophets wasn't playing back then. Paul, that's right. Before Paul became Paul, he was Saul. He was a gangster. And I'm not telling y'all to be out here beating people up, hurting people. I'm not saying none of that. But let me explain something to you. You got to be real. You got to be able to keep it all the way real. At some point, everything can be, oh, holy, holy, holy. I love God. Yes, that's that. I worship. I'm a worshiper. I play this right here for y'all real quick for y'all.
Okay, hold on. This is the music. Hold on. Oh, shoot. Ah, damn it. Oh, Lord. Sorry, y'all. Hold on. Let me get to the end of the music. Hey, Romel. Hey, everybody coming in. Thank you, L. Tillman, for the cash app, my love. Hold on, y'all. Let me get past this music. Okay. So we're going to end it right there. I tried to find where Tracy got blocked. I see why you got blocked. Tracy was dropping in his chat telling him that the guy that wasn't his prosecutor. That's why her ass got blocked. Y'all know Tracy got blocked tonight over in Whitehead's chat. But he was playing music the rest of the time. And y'all know I ain't playing with that. You know, he plays that music. I think so people can't play his stuff. Once he started playing the music, he had it in the background. And then he started reading scripture. And I don't play with him when he get to reading scripture, child. I ain't playing them games with him. Let him read his scripture. Let him have his own Bible study. We're not having Bible study with the bishop. So that's the end of that, child. Listen. He's quoting scripture from the Bible that hadn't been released yet. Oh, y'all clowning. Y'all clowning. You said he released, he is quoting scriptures in the Bible that haven't been released yet. Oh my gosh, Sonya, that was a good one. Oh, that was a good one. Baby, you took me out just now. Ooh. Oh gosh. Oh God. Listen. I I have got me a good Kiki. We have not had a good Bishop Whitehead live in a long time. It has been a long time. We have been here a long time. Please, if you have not already hit the like button, and if you are new here, hit that subscribe button. He told me to Google it, and I did. Listen, Tracy, that's why Tracy got blocked, because Tracy was dropping his facts in his face, and he didn't want to hear the facts. He wanted y'all to just go by what he said. He didn't want y'all to really go look it up. Girl, what you talking about? He didn't want you to really go look it up. Tracy said the names didn't match, honey. Whew. Okay, before we get out of here, though, I do have one last treat. Thank you to Tracy and to Chef Don Don. Both of y'all sent it to me. So I appreciate it. But I'm gonna send y'all, I'm gonna send y'all out of here with this. We're gonna leave out of here with Whitehead in this Fendi suit. Now, before I play it, I want y'all to put a 1 in the chat if y'all think that the suit is real. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all don't think it's real. Okay? Put a 1 in the chat if y'all think that the suit is real. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all don't think it's real. I'm just going to do a poll. I just want to see what y'all think. Hold on. I'm going to play it for y'all. Hold on. I'm going to let y'all see.
Hey, y'all. This is the Bishop. Definitely loving Jesus today. On my way to the BET Awards. Thank you, Fat Joe, for inviting me. We out here in the ATL enjoying ourselves. Y'all stay focused. Y'all stay firm. It's the Bishop.
Do y'all hear that suit? Do y'all hear that suit? I'm playing it one more time. Do y'all hear it?
Loving Jesus today. On my way to the BET Awards. Thank you, Fat Joe, for inviting me. We out here in the ATL enjoying ourselves. Y'all stay focused. Y'all stay firm. It's the Bishop.
Do y'all hear that suit? Let me tell y'all something. I wish I would take my ass down to the Fendi store with my $2, $3, $5, $10,000 that I'm about to spend on this suit. And I wish I would buy me a Fendi suit that, first of all, look like that. Look like that. And second of all, sound like crepe paper when I walk. I wish I would. Do you know? Can you imagine? Oh, not a windbreak, Tracy. Not a windbreaker. Seriously, y'all. Seriously. If you've ever been in a, listen. Let me tell y'all something. Don't let these stores intimidate y'all and have y'all thinking y'all can't walk into Gucci, Louis, Fendi, Prada, Balenciaga, Chanel, whatever, unless you got money and unless you're gonna spend money. Don't let them people fool you. Don't let them people intimidate you. Walk your ass up into a designer store. Okay. Let me tell you something. Went into Chanel. Had a personal shopper. Me and my girlfriend went in. She was looking for some sunglasses. I was just there for the ride. We had a personal shopper the whole time. I said, I'm interested in some perfume. He walked me back to the perfume area, and he introduced me to the lady who was at the perfume counter. And then she worked with me until we found something that I liked. And then she took it to him because it was his sale, because he was our personal shopper. Okay. And then he was with my girlfriend who was looking for some sunglasses. And then we went over to the shoe section and she tried on some shoes. And I got my perfume and she got her sunglasses. And we went on our merry little way. It is an experience, okay? Don't let nobody shame y'all out of it. And you ain't got to buy nothing. Walk in there, you ain't got to buy shit. But let me tell you what I know. Because I done been to the Louis store. I done been to the Gucci store. I done been to the Chanel store. I done been to the Dior store. I done been to the Balenciaga. Okay? I done been in the stores. All right? And let me tell you something. There is no luxury name brand store. Nowhere. No how. Nowhere on this earth. I promise y'all, I'm telling you what I know, that's going to let you walk out looking like that.
Hey, y'all. This is the Bishop.
They not.
Jesus today. On my way to the
They not.
Awards. Thank you, Fat Joe, for inviting me. We out here in the ATL.
They're not going to let you look like that, and they're not going to let you sound like this.
Just stay firm. It's the Bishop.
Every time I see that, I crack up. Nobody is letting you walk out of there sounding like that. Nobody is going to let, they are not, no stylist set you up with that outfit. Nobody pulled that from the Fendi store. So, I'm done. I'm done. I'm going to bed. I got to get up in the morning because I got to ride out to the Apple store because I ordered me a new case for my phone and it ain't come yet. And I'm not going nowhere without a case for my phone. It makes me nervous. Every time I pick my phone up, child, it makes me nervous and I'm going to drop it. So I got to ride out. I've been to 3 or 4 stores in my area and they don't have a case for my phone. So I'm going to ride out to the Apple store because I said if anybody got it, the Apple store should have it. And then I'm going to get my mani, my petty, and then I'm going to come back here and I'm going to pack. Okay? So I'm going to get off of here so I can get up in the morning. I appreciate y'all for hanging in there with me. We was here for almost 2 hours. Okay? And we had a good time. We had a time tonight. Look like something Mr. Brown would wear. It does. He can start a brush fire. Oh, y'all cutting up in this chat. He bought that from the old lady in Brooklyn with 2. I ain't doing this with y'all. I don't like that flavor. All right, y'all. Let me get out of here. Let me go to bed. Love y'all. I appreciate y'all for being here. I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me and clowning in the chat. Poor Tracy, she done got blocked. Thank you, Don and Tracy, for sending me that video. I'm going to have to find a way. I have to play around with StreamYard. I need to find a way to put that on my StreamYard, child, because I'm going to play that. The way Don played that when he got consecrated and the way Pam be playing that cardboard bishop, I'm going to play that one. I got to figure out how to get it in my StreamYard so I can play it for y'all because, baby, that thing is some kind of funny to me. Every time I see that thing, I crack up because let me say this, and if it is real, you let Fendi set you the fuck up. If it is real, they set you up. But it ain't real. It ain't real. Nope. All right, y'all. I love y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. Ooh, child. That was some kind of funny to me. Ooh, Tracy said it is a scripture that ain't been, no, Sonya said that. Ain't been published yet. Ooh, y'all are clowning tonight. All right, y'all. I'm out of here.